Well, this little package just arrived. Amazon is expanding in 6 cities, and Dallas is one of them. The tech behemoth is planning to enlarge its Dallas Tech Hub at the Galleria by 100,000 square feet and create another 600 tech and corporate jobs. They expect to move into their bigger space by next year and complete all of that hiring in the next couple of years. We should expect some cutbacks at Texas colleges and universities, which are reportedly dealing with COVID losses of hundreds of millions of dollars. And now this. People attending different higher education institutions in Texas are petitioning for breaks in tuition and fees since the whole college experience has changed so drastically. Some relief, though, from an executive order. Many Americans who have student loans, remember, don't have to make payments now through the end of the year. And finally, many of us take connectivity for granted. But in Dallas, there are internet deserts where more than half of homes don't have online access. Districts are trying to hand out hotspots to help kids to get online for their virtual classes. If you can get online, make sure that you're following me at Jason Wheeler TV, because I have much more about this issue and everything we've covered here. Information is key to staying right on the money.